All right, let's see if this works. Maybe for the remainder of the video, I'll talk into the camera. I'll end the video pretty soon. So, yes, World Alliance of Qara'im prayer service involves plenty of time for meditation, to have an individual conversation with Yahweh. It involves a lot of singing and dancing and musical instruments. Bring your musical instruments, whatever they are. And that includes on Shabbat. There's absolutely no prohibition against using musical instruments on Shabbat. That is an absolute fabrication of the rabbis. The playing a musical instrument, if you're just playing it for fun, is the farthest thing from milacha, from work. It is pleasurable, and it allows us to connect with our own souls and to connect with the other people there, and also, of course, with Yahweh. Another couple of elements of a World Alliance of Qara'im prayer service are, number one, everyone should sit in a circle. There might be someone who's guiding the prayer service, but there's no leader of the prayer service. We are all equal before Yahweh in that prayer service. Another element is, and this will get onto a slightly different topic, which maybe I'll expound upon in a different video, is there should be no Ark of the Covenant. There might be a place if we want to read from a Torah scroll, although in this day and age, you honestly don't need a formal Torah scroll. You could just read from a book or the internet. But one of the problems in my opinion, in my strong opinion, in rabbinical synagogues is that the Ark of the Covenant, which houses the Torah scroll, the Torah scroll becomes an idol. It's brought around and everyone bows down before it and kisses it, and then it's put back in its little temple, which is actually even called the Aron HaKodesh, the Holy Ark. It's even put back in its little temple, and then the temple doors are closed. So we are not to worship any creation, any image under the sun, whether on the earth, in the sky, on the earth, or in the seas. That is in the Ten Commandments, Exodus chapter 20. And so the bringing around of the Torah scroll is, in my opinion, too close for comfort to idol worship. The actual Torah becomes like an idol. And this actually explains a lot, if you ask me, about Pharisee Judaism, where the Torah itself becomes a god, G-O-D, with a little g. There is another religion, the Sikh religion, C-I-K-H, the Sikh religion, throughout India, mostly northern India, and of course around the world, where literally they consider, well, I don't think technically they consider the book a god, but they consider the book to be, I believe it's their 11th, or I think they're up to 11 or 12th guru, and they venerate this book. This is the central idea of their religion. They venerate this book as a guru. So when rabbinical prayer services take the Torah out and bring it around and people bow down before it and kiss it and then put it back in its little temple, then they are, in my opinion, treating something that is a creation of Yahweh as if it is Yahweh himself, as if it is a god. Anyway, this is going off into a slightly different topic. I'll do a separate video about this, but let's just sum up by saying some of the main points here. Prayer throughout the Tanakh is almost exclusively from the heart. We see that from the beginning of the Tanakh until the end of the Tanakh. Prayer from the heart, or next, one can and should think of himself, in my opinion, in a constant conversation with Yahweh, so that if someone comes up to you and asks, how many times a day do you pray? The answer can be, I pray 1,000 at least 1,000 times a day, because we are in a constant, ongoing conversation with our Father in heaven, with our Creator, Yahweh. Point number 3 is that prayer from the heart doesn't have to be beautiful and eloquent, the analogy of the Hallmark card, rather than the hand-drawn card of a child that he gives to his parents. Which would the parents prefer? The hand-drawn card rather than the canned Hallmark card. That's point number 3. And point number 4 is that a prayer service, a World Alliance of Qara'im prayer service, and even not a World Alliance of Qara'im prayer service, if anyone does their own prayer service, should offer ample time for private conversation with Yahweh, private prayer from the heart to Yahweh, of time for meditation. If the prayers of other people are read, then they should be done. Then it should be done very slowly and contemplated very carefully. And in my opinion, everyone should sit in a circle. There's no leader, and there should not be a focus on an ark with a Torah scroll in it. There can be a Torah scroll or a Torah book or a phone open with the Torah on it in Hebrew, even on Shabbat, but there shouldn't be that focal point of this ark with a Torah scroll in it. And of course, lots of singing, lots of dancing. Bring your musical instruments, even on the Shabbat, especially on the Shabbat. That's the holy day when we truly celebrate our relationship with Yahweh. And that is my vision for a World Alliance of Qara'im prayer service. There's a lot more to say, but maybe I'll do it in other videos. I think we're going to end for now. Thank you for listening. This has been Hakham Melech ben Yaakov, coming to you from the beautiful Golan Heights in Nachal Yehudiah. Let's see if we can see the waterfall back there. I think you can. It's hard for me to see. At any rate, from Nachal Yehudiah in the beautiful Golan Heights in northern Israel. Speak to y'all soon.